Hello, everybody, and welcome to our new. Is it going to be a Tuesday or a Thursday video? I'm thinking Thursday.
You're the one who controls publishing dates, not me.
Alright, so it's a Thursday video. We're going to be doing Slime Rancher. This game is still in early access. It's in version 0.50b, so I don't know what that means. And we're going to be playing just sort of as far as we can. We're getting some tutorial things, such as jumping and sprinting. So the main goal of the game is to get as many slimes as we can, I guess. Oh, we're getting slow tutorials. Okay, so right mouse will vacuum anything up, including this, a pink slime. Their coral hue is scientifically proven to be the color of cheer. Was that a plort? And here's our most important thing. Plorts.
Slime poop.
Slime poop, that is redeemable today. The prices go up and down, but today, pink plorts are worth 14 coins. So we're gonna wanna do that. Oh, we got a star over there, probably telling us, hey, put the slime here, dumbass. As another one eats something and puts a plort right in front of us. Okay, so pink slimes, if we go to the Slimepedia, yes, that's a thing, right here. The slimes. Pink slimes. Their coral hue is scientifically proven to be the color of cheer. They eat fruit, veggies, and meat, but they don't have a favorite food. They're also the most common slime found on the far, far range. They're cheerful, docile, and the easiest of all slimes to ranch. A pink slime will eat anything you put in front of it, though they have no favorite food, and their plorts are the least valuable of all slimes. There's no real risk to raising one. They're soft, squishy, and very happy to be around a rancher and found all over the range. But because of this, a rancher won't go far without finding a few pink plorts, which can lead to largos, and then if we go down here to plortonomics, it'll tell us what their plorts are actually used for. Pink plorts are excellent in multi-purpose generic substance used to manufacture anything from food products to household cleaners. All over Earth, people are eating burgers, sweetening their coffees, or scrubbing their floors with pink plort products. That's some serious versatility. If we go here, it'll tell us about the carrot, which isn't favored by any kind of slime, because it'll tell us what kind of slime likes it the most.
Basically, right now we've got the most generic beginner bullshit.
We got the most generic beginner bullshit. We can put them in these. Oopsie. We can put these in these wonderful rainbowy containment centers, and we can switch over to the carrot and shoot it in. That'll make
the
it.
Pink slimes will go nom.
At their own leisure. There's another one right over there. The vacuum gun has a ridiculous range on it. It's just a matter.
It does.
It's a matter of like giving it a bit of patience, and then.
Obviously, further distances mean the slime has to travel further to get sucked up into the gun. So
yeah, and as you can see, there are some areas over there, and way over there that kind of go to other areas. We can't access them yet right now because it requires a certain amount of coins to unlock.
Of which we do not have very many. We are a poor broke rancher.
We are a poor broke rancher. The plort market gives us new bucks for our hard-earned plorts. Shoot a plort into the plort market to earn some cash. So basically do that. And there is one plort for each slime, ranging from as common as our pink pals to as rare as the mythical golden slime. And you can't catch them. I've tried. I've encountered a gold one once. And basically what happens is they'll run away from you, but if you can manage to feed them something, they'll drop their plort. You can't actually, keep them, which sucks. But it does make sense because, we have reached the dry reef. This particular area is the dry reef. We're no longer on our ranch, And now we have to be really careful because this is where things get dangerous.
Dangerous.
Well, as dangerous as it gets. Alright, so we managed to save ourselves a couple carrots. As you can see, slimes will eat shit on their own. I think I just...
Oh yeah, and this is like the pink slime breeding ground.
Well, one of them. The whole fucking area. The whole fucking game is full of pink slimes. No matter where you go, you will find some.
Yeah, see that like weird little coral thing there? They kind of just like pop out of there whenever they feel like it.
Yeah. Usually when you enter a new area, some slimes will just pop up automatically. And because they eat anything, and because wild slimes are by default hungry, they will try always hungry, they will try to eat your supplies before you can get to any kind of supply that might be around, that is. Before you can actually get to it.
Carrots.
Like the carrots. There is still a bit of a thing. I'm trying to show off that there is an inventory limit to this vacuuming thing. You can't just vacuum up.
If you look down at the inventory bar, if you see the little boxes beneath where they have like the names and stuff, you can see that they sort of slowly fill up.
With a maximum
and
of
when it
20.
hits the top.
When it hits the
also,
top.
We might get rid of the pink slimes and maybe try and catch some of the chicks.
I wanted to show off the whole. I can also shoot them as far as I want.
Yeah, you can. You can shoot them basically anywhere.
I'm actually shooting them off the side of the cliff, and I'm killing them. Because over there is...
It's fine. They'll respawn.
They'll respawn. So we got some chickadoos, which are baby chicks. They are not slime food, but they will turn into slime food. Down here, there's some more slimes. That's actually where we can find some tabby slimes if we're lucky, but we're not going to push our luck right now. Over there, there's more stuff, but I think we should head back with these chickadoos and these plorts, and let's see if we can't get a coop. Besides...
You can buy things that aren't just slime hutches, or slime cages.
Pens, I think they're called.
Pens.
Beyond just the normal enclosures for slimes, there's things like... If I can get all the way there. I apologize for the slowness of this. My computer is a step above a potato. It's like a turnip, but it still has a little trouble recording and doing 3D games at the same time. So there's a corral, which is $2.50, and we can use it to house another kind of slime. Gardens, which are also $2.50, and we can use to grow plants. Coops, which are for chicken keeping, and also another $250. Silos are for storage. Incinerators are basically garbage disposals. And ponds are where you keep puddle slimes, which we have no access to right now. So we're gonna just get a coop. And chickadoos do take a little while to grow up, so hopefully we'll have something. Oh, have they produced plorts? They have. Well, one of them has.
So.
2. There. So we're gonna just keep it to 3 pink slimes right now. I'm gonna put in some.
You can put as many in there as you want, but the problem is that they'll start stacking up on top of each other and escaping.
And falling out. They will fall out. Some slimes will actively try to escape, that is. Tabby slimes are notorious for it. Phosphor slimes are they're my second favorite, I think. Yeah, it's second favorite. There are a lot of slimes.
But they can fly. They
can fly, which makes containing them next to impossible unless you have a specific upgrade. Did that actually get in, or is it stuck? No, I think it's in. Alright, so we've got 3 chickadoos.
And you can just walk into the pen and check.
Yeah. There are 2 kinds of chicken. The chickadoo is the baby chicken. Hens are females. And then there's roostros, which are males. Hens are much more common than roostros. Oh, hey, we can buy another thing.
If you find a roostero, you catch that little fucker, and you do not let the slimes eat it.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more difficult considering that... Did they just drop another port? Jesus. Normally, pink slime ports are not this valuable. They're not usually worth 14. They're usually worth, at base, 7. And the more we put in, like any like a lot of systems out there, it is supply and demand. The more plorts of a specific type we put in, the less valuable it becomes over time. So that's why we want to get as many different slimes as possible. And I think our next goal should be either rock slime or tabby slime. What do you think?
I would personally go for tabby until we can afford to get an automatic like collector thing for the rock slimes, because the rock slimes they're very cute. They have jagged rocks sprouting out of their back, and if they hit you, they hurt you.
That's right.
So you can't really go into the pen and collect their plorts very easily.
That is correct. Certain slimes, like, they can hurt you. Tabby slimes don't hurt you. They're just kind of mischievous.
They're adorable.
They are adorable. They look like cats. Phosphor slimes will fly away. That's their risk. Tabby slimes like to steal things like fruit and vegetables that don't necessarily... They don't eat fruit or vegetables. They eat meat.
They're carnivores.
They are carnivores. So that's their risk. They'll steal shit.
The other risk of phosphor slimes is they can't survive in the daytime.
Yeah, phosphor.
So you have to either get an upgrade to the pens that
There's
has
one.
like
There's
a
one.
UV shield.
Come here, you. Okay. No, fuck. Go away. You are who we want. Tabby slime. So when we get back to the ranch, we'll actually document exactly... Where did that come from?
Well, there's pink slimes everywhere, so they're probably just nomming stuff and getting plorts.
That's another thing slimes do. They tend to stack on each other and dance. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is also what happens when you get too many slimes in a pen, and they will start to stack on each other to get over the walls of the pen. Do not break that near the slimes. If there's food in it, they will eat it.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it back with me to the ranch. Okay. And we would show off right about here what happens when a slime ports are more than just valuables and poop. They can be used on slimes. If you feed a slime plort to a slime, something happens. If anybody's seen Steven Universe and Fusion, that's sort of what happens.
You can't undo it.
You can't undo it. And it comes with the risks and rewards of both types of slimes. So say we've got a tabby pink slime. Shoot! That didn't do anything. Let's try that again.
Hit it against something.
There we go. Oh, sweet, Q-berry! And, yeah! Oh, shoot, I can't. I'll leave it a B for right now.
Hey, go drop the tabby slime off somewhere. Bought a pen for them. Go put the tabby slime in the pen.
Yeah. When did we get a hen? Okay. So hen-hens happen to be a tabby slime's favorite food. So I'll just slip that in there. The thing is, if you feed a slime its favorite food, it will produce 2 plorts, which is why that's a thing. Okay, so this is a stony hen, which is great, because then we can put it in there and shit will happen. What just happened? I heard.
Well, I think it technically qualifies as a hen is the thing, which is why it gives you the hen.
No, it says it's its own thing. So did it eat that? No. I heard it. Oh, yep, no, it's still alive. So Q-berries, are delicate sweet and they never roll off the table. Eventually what will happen is this little dude, when she gets hungry, will eat that and produce 2 plorts. As I was trying to say earlier, if you feed a slime, the plort of another slime, it comes with all the benefits and risks of the 2 base slimes. A pink tabby will eat anything, but will produce 2 plorts for every hen it eats, rather than just 1. It will also produce 2 plorts of both of its base slime, so 2 pink plorts and 2 tabby plorts. So I did say that I would take a look at the tabby. Tabby slimes, those stripes, that tail, that wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Diet meat. Their favorites are stony hens, which is why I got all excited. Slimology. Tabby slimes share many curious similarities to domesticated house cats of Earth. With their perky ears, striped backs, and swaying tails, you'd almost mistake them for a true feline, if they weren't made entirely of gooey slime, of course. Rancher risks. A tabby slime generally doesn't mean any harm to a rancher, but like their spiritual earth cat cousins, often cause a great deal of chaos anyway. Tabby slimes love to steal things that they don't eat, like fruits and veggies, resulting in a lot of unintended largo transformations on the range. Plortonomics. Tabby plorts are a key ingredient in a variety of performance-enhancing products that grant the consumer a surge of the tabby slime's signature energy and exuberance. And while athletes the world over take them to gain an edge, prolonged use often results in the uncontrollable butt wiggles, another less desirable signature of the tabby slime. So basically,
that's adorable. They're steroids with the side effect of butt wiggles.
Carrots, they're not favored by anyone. Pogo fruit, not favored by anyone. But here we have the Q-berry. Q-berries are the favorite foods of phosphor slimes. Chickadoos aren't slime food, but they grow up into slime food. Usually hens, if they're just basic chickadoos, or stony hens, or stony roosters, if they are a stony chickadoo. And they actually have stuff about them too. Hens, a hardy chicken bred to be twice as tasty as its cousin on Earth. Hens are a special breed of chicken bred to survive the climate of the far, far range. While appearing more or less like a big chicken, these burly birds are much more adept at fending for themselves, making them ideal for ranchers who might otherwise be distracted by a few hundred hungry slimes. On the ranch, hens in close proximity to roosters will periodically lay eggs that produce chickadoos. However, keeping too many hens or roosters in close proximity makes them anxious, and egg production will come to a halt. Savvy ranchers, with an understanding of the complex nature of chicken romance, always keep their coops from exceeding 12 grown chickens.
Which is basically the game's way of saying, if you have 12 chickens in the pen, you're not going to get any more babies.
Yeah. Stony hens have a rock-solid conviction in chicken stuff. They're favored by tabby slimes, and stony hens are thought to have evolved from hens who once trekked deep into the mountains of the far, far range. Perhaps these birds are seeking a clarity of mind that one can only truly obtain through meditation amongst those lofty barren crags, but most likely they were just stupid and got lost. Stony hens, and it's the same thing as the regular hen, they will only produce 12, and then they will stop. We don't really have any more plorts to feed them. She's just not going for it. So one thing that I have noticed is that the first upgrade we're going to want with the tabby is the high walls upgrade. Tabbies can and will jump out of pens, as evidenced by that. See? They can totally get out if they wanted to. However, I've noticed that if you put a slime in the ranch, it won't exactly leave the ranch, it'll just kind of hang out.
Problem with that is that when you have, a certain kind wandering...
Did I pick up the plorts for the other kind of slime? They didn't actually make any, did they? I'm so concerned because, like I said, oh, they're so happy. They will turn into largos if you leave them unattended. Oh, yep, there we go. She ate it. I'm gonna keep that stony hen in the coop for right now, even though I know that we could get more plorts out of it because, oh, shoot. You can play with that. At least right now. Shoot, what was I saying? Because, hens will produce...
Stony hens are kind of hard to find.
Stony hens are kind of hard to find in this first area. Not to mention, a hen will produce more of the same kind as it. Also, tabby slimes are worth 33 right now, so we're gonna wanna try to...
Up that in the...
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, right. Weren't there 3? There were 3. 1, 2, 3, and the stony. Okay. So all these pens are actually upgradable. They can be, modified to have higher walls, nets, UV shields, play music, automatically collect plorts and automatically feed, and that does cost quite a bit of money, so we're gonna want to keep our eye. And yes, there is a day-night cycle. As we mentioned earlier, some slimes will vanish at the dawn, but will only appear in the night. And I know exactly where we can get some more tabbies. It's just off this way. Till we have enough money to make a plot for... Ooh, hey, more plorts. Yep, there's one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Bloop. Damn it! Boop. There we go. Boop! I don't know what boop is, but we just got the achievement, boop.
Probably hitting a slime with another slime.
We can actually check that right now. Aha! There's the first example of a Largo. As I just kind of very, very casually steal a thing. So as you can see, these Largos look like the combination of their baby forms. They are big and round, and if I can grab one... Oh my Largo! Largo slimes are large slime hybrids formed when a slime meets a plort unlike its own. And you can vacuum them up and then send them flying. Oh, I can't pick up any more plorts. And we don't have access to getting up there, but there is more stuff up on the top of the cliff. In fact, this game is...
Someday.
This game is actually very good at being explorable. As soon as we have the access to the jetpack, we can show that off, but we don't have the money for it yet, which is unfortunate.
Because we are poor slimers.
Because we are poor slimers. When we get to the ranch, I'll deposit these little buttholes, and I will take a look at the Slimepedia entry for Largos, because they are kind of interesting. At least I think they are. So now we have 3 pinks and 5 tabbies. You think that might be too much? For the tabbies?
We need to get that upgrade to make sure they don't get out of the pen.
Yeah. Slimes...
Let's just put it that way. We need to...
And slimes do tend to create lots more mischief if they're hungry. Yes, the slimes do get hungry. Why do you think we're feeding them beyond trying to make them forcibly excrete? Oh wow, we can get that right away. I think we got lucky.
And when they get hungry, they tend to do things like try to break out of their pens and go after the nearest food source, which in this case would be our coop, which they can get into no problem.
And we actually have enough for the high wall upgrade. Purchase. The next one we could get is the music box. The music box plays a soothing tune that greatly reduces slime agitation. I don't really know if that's a thing, but hey, we don't have to worry so much now for this with those guys. These guys are still happy. You can judge how hungry a slime is based on their facial expression. If they're smiling, they're okay, they're not really hungry. They could eat, but they probably don't need to be fed. And if they're frowning or have neutral expressions, they're of the, I'm kinda hungry, I could eat. And if they start to kinda drool with sad expressions, then that means feed me now, another fucker. Yay! Oopsie. Where did it... Okay, good. Wait a minute. How did they... Well, you little naughty, mischief-making babies. Up. In these early moments, sometimes just vacuuming up the slimes to get the plort is a little bit of an effective measure. But what we really have to worry about is making sure that all of them... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay. Making sure that all of them remain happy and healthy. I don't think slimes get sick, traditionally speaking. but they do get hungry. Alright, so we can actually quickly take a look at the Slimepedia entry for Largos. Slimes. Tabby. Largos. Largo slimes. There's just more to love. Give me a moment. We'll make these 30 minutes long, actually. So diet is the source slime's diet. Favorite is the source slime's favorite as well. Slimology. Largo slimes are a hybrid of two slimes resulting from a slime eating a plort unlike its own. They are twice as big as normal slimes and have a combined diet of their two source slimes, making them enticing for ranchers that want to maximize their profits. However, a Largo is too big to vac and can only be transported using the end of a vac nozzle. This makes them difficult to control if things get out of hand. Rancher risks. In addition to Largos being much more difficult to manage and having the combined powers of two slimes, an even greater threat to ranchers lies within these supersized slimes. If a Largo eats a plort, unlike its two source slimes, it will transform into a ravenous tar slime. Ranchers need to be very careful when dealing with Largos or risk an outbreak of tar that could quickly overtake their entire ranch. Always carry a full tank of water just in case. Plortonomics. When a Largo eats, it produces plorts of both slime types, making them potentially very lucrative for ranchers that deal with the added risk of keeping them. So, as you can see here, a tabby and a phosphor make a phosphor tabby slime. A phosphor tabby Largo, or something, I don't know.
Yeah, that is the risk of Largos. You want to make sure that if you get a Largo,
you keep them
you
damn
make
well
sure
separate.
that yeah, they basically
They basically come with their own inherent risk, because they, yeah. And slimes will go after after foods. Oopsie. Thank you. Bloop. They will go after food. They have a basic AI of their own, and they'd all have different attitudes and personalities across the species. As you can see, these little guys are just kind of happy to bounce around and do happy things, whereas all the tabbies have kind of just bundled up next to the other slimes because I think they want to go play and have fun. Tabby slimes are a lot more playful. They are a lot more active. Alright, oopsie, one more. Boop. And every day at 24:00, the prices change. So we might be able to actually get our hands on something, if we're good enough. If we're fast enough, maybe we can make use and see some phosphors. We won't be able to keep them, but we'll be able to see them. I don't see any. This must be beyond their spawning time. Oh hey, a port. Just hanging out on the ground. And as you can see, because my energy meter has gone down, that means that I don't have any more energy to sprint, or at least I didn't. It also refills really fast after being lost. And I know that if we hop over this, woo, we can... Treasure pod is locked. I don't know what a treasure pod is, but it sounds interesting. We can hop, something. We can see other areas. So that's an accessible area over there that we're not gonna hit yet. That little pink guy is trying to show us the way to freedom, and I'm gonna just save him from an untimely demise. Shoot him back over with his friends. Alright. And we're nearing about 30 minutes. So do you have anything to add, Noct? Well, there's one! I'm just gonna grab it so that we have the Slimepedia entry. You have anything to add, Noct, before we sign off for this first episode? Noct? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's no good. Woohoo! Isn't this an exciting first episode? Nox's Discord end of the server kind of just decided, no.
No, it wasn't my end. You disappeared out of the call.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yeah, you did. I had to. I started a new call.
Oh. Whoopsie. My bad.
You gotta start paying attention to your messages. I messaged you like on 3 different platforms telling you, hey, the call dropped. We need to fix it.
Here we go. New messages. Paint, you dropped out of the call. Sorry, I was trying to pay attention to the game and the OBS. My apologies. So we're at the 30-something second mark, and I think that's pretty good for this first episode. I did pick up a phosphor so we can take a look at its Slimepedia entry as the last thing we do for this episode.
Yeah.
Phosphor slime. Softly glowing heralds of starlight. Their diet is fruit-based, and their favorites are Q-berries. Phosphor slimes come out at night, flying about the moonlit range on their translucent wings. Phosphor slimes have a luminescent slime core that pulses with a soft glow, making them easy to spot. For this reason, ranchers sometimes refer to them as low stars. Rancher risks. Phosphor slimes have special needs compared to your typical slime. A phosphor slime and its plorts will quickly vanish if exposed to sunlight, meaning a rancher could quickly use an entire corral's worth of phosphor slimes if they're not careful. Ranchers must either vac them up before daybreak or keep phosphor slimes in a place that is perpetually dark, like a cave. Plortonomics. The luminescent compound found within phosphor plorts can produce light for over 100 years, making it an incredibly eco-friendly form of illumination on Earth. Cities across the globe are slowly switching over to phosphor lights, saving trillions of gigawatts of energy daily. Plus, if you rub the stuff in your hair, it glows and looks really cool.
Because, let's face it, we as a race would definitely go, I wonder if I can put this stuff on me and make myself sparkle.
Or, I wonder if I can eat this. So we can actually take a look at some areas we've been. The ranch is our first area, a distant home for distant hearts. Beatrix begins her life on a humble ranch in the middle of an area on the far, far range known as the Dry Reef. Once the property of the legendary slime rancher and notorious old codger Hobson Twillagers, the ranch has seen better days as Hobson let it come into a state of disrepair shortly before disappearing completely. Hobson's whereabouts are currently unknown. The Dry Reef itself is a coral-crusted ocean floor that now basks under the golden sun. The environment surrounding the ranch is known as the Dry Reef and is an arid, windswept land covered in dusty crags and rocky cliffs shaped by the wind over the millennia. The Dry Reef is primarily home to pink, tabby, and rock slimes, though phosphor slimes will also come out of hiding when the sun sets. The Dry Reef's climate doesn't make for an abundance of any particular resource, but plenty of carrots, pogo fruit, and hen-hens are everywhere, as well as some less common resources if you know where to look. And the last thing we can see is the Slime Sea, an expansive body of water and slime compound that's not fit for swimming, let alone drinking. The Slime Sea covers most of the far, far range as something of a mystery. It's seemingly a mixture of water and slime that is believed to be the primordial pool whence all slimes emerged, though its true purpose is entirely unknown, even by the most esteemed slime scientists. What is known is that
I can tell you. It's so you don't go out of the game range.
Shh. They don't need to know that yet. What is known is that the liquid found within the Slime Sea is not fit for drinking, watering crops, or even swimming, as most things seem to quickly sink to the bottom. When a slime enters the Slime Sea, it quickly vanishes, but is widely believed that this far from ends the slime's existence. For slimes that enter the sea can often be seen quickly reappearing back on land, happy as ever. In fact, many slime scientists believe that slimes use the sea as a means of transportation, moving swiftly below the surface and popping out on land wherever they see fit. But all theories aside, one fact remains very clear, most especially to ranchers. Don't enter the Slime Sea.
So yeah, you're not actually killing all those slimes you shoot over the edge. They're just going into the sea and popping out somewhere else.
I didn't know that. That must have been something I missed. Okay, so we can also take a look at the achievement we got earlier. plort peddler. Sell 100 plorts on the plorts on the plort market. I'm eventually going to say porn instead of plort, and that'll be really upsetting. Transporter. Sell 500. Plort authority, plort powerhouse, plort tycoon. Buck Bagoo is feed 100 chickens to slimes on the ranch. Fruit cocktail. Have blah 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 blah. Where is the one we found? What is? Oh, here we go. Boop.
Boop.
Let a tabby slime headbutt you right on the nose. Aww.
That's adorable.
Oh, it's so cute. Okay. And there are lots. Oh, here we go. There's also this one. You monster. Send an adorable chick to a fiery end. The same place you are now destined to go.
So toss a chick into an incinerator, basically.
Yep. There's a so there's lots of achievements. I think our goal is that we're just going to sort of what is
Play
it?
the game.
We're just gonna play the game, see how far we can get. I'm gonna. Oh, they look so excited. Here you go, kids. Oh, you're not supposed to eat your pet. And that should be it for this time on Slime Rancher. On the next episode, we'll be performing, we'll be exploring. We'll try to get more slimes, we'll try to get more plorts, we'll try to get everything. And since it's been a while since I've played this, I haven't really had the opportunity to sort of see what kind of upgrades there are. I know there are more slimes than there were the last time I played. The last time I played, they had just introduced rad slimes, so I know there's a lot more since then. This game is constantly updating, constantly getting better, because this is an early access game with a really, really vibrant and excited community for it. The developer seems to be just as eager to, put it out there. So hopefully this could be one of our long runners. What do you think?
I think we can manage that. They're so cute.
They are very cute. It's a very cute game. And the art style is just simply to die for. My name is Paint. Your name is Noct. And if you've liked this video, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I hope that your day has been great. The rest of your day is even better. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.